Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the 4th Gen Gamer bringing you guys something very exciting today. I am joined by a buddy of mine, the sludgy man himself.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is GalacticElliot, and I'm very, very excited to be introducing you guys to the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon Dual Egglocke.
Yeah, this is a very awesome project we wanted to bring you guys because actually Elliot and I have done a few dual Egglocke co-ops in the past, and we're like, you know what, Sun and Moon's coming up, why not do another one? So today we're going to be showing you guys how to make some eggs and how to send them in to us, but hey, you may not know what that is, so Elliot, why don't you go ahead and explain the basic concept to the amazingness that is an Egglocke.
So, a lot of people may know about the Nuzlocke. So, an Egglocke is basically a nice little Nuzlocke, but more so of an alternative Nuzlocke. So, like a Nuzlocke, you would go out to the first route that you go to and get the first Pokemon that is available in that route. Let's say you kill that Pokemon, you cannot catch it. If you catch the Pokemon, you would basically, instead of using that Pokemon, replace that Pokemon with an egg that one of you, the viewers, will send us. So we're going to basically go ahead and take that Pokemon and level it up to the level that we count the raw Pokemon in and be able to use whatever that Pokemon is in the playthrough of the game. If that Pokemon does, however, die, it will be no longer able to be used, and we'll have to go ahead and find a new Pokemon to use in the playthrough itself. So, pretty simple, and now we're going to be telling you all how you can send in your Pokemon eggs for this playthrough.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So pretty much you guys can send in a maximum of 5 eggs to each of us. We will both need eggs for this series, so make sure that you send in eggs to both of us, and you can send in up to 5. You'll be sending these in through email. You can see the emails on the screen right now, and with that I'm going to show you guys how to make some eggs. So there will be a few links in the description that you will need, and the first one is going to be a program you can see here on my screen called PK Hex. It's just a program that you use on your computer. Pretty simple, and where it says here download this file, just click that and it should download on your computer. Pretty simple. I won't do it because I already have it, but just click that and then it should appear for you guys nice and easy. So once you have that, you have this program here, PK Hex. This is what you're going to be using to make the eggs. Now before we actually make the egg, you need to download another file. It's kind of like a template egg, so it's a little bit easier for you guys. So now, since there are going to be 2 people playing this, there are going to be 2 template eggs, and they will both be in the description. Anything that you need for this, like I said, check down there. So first of all, we have 4GG egg. That is, for me, the 4th Gen Gamer, that is the first egg template. So you could use this egg here. You could use this to make an egg for me, and then the other one, Elliot egg, use that to make an egg for GalacticElliot here. So we'll go ahead and download Elliot's egg. It will work the same exact way for my egg, so just follow the directions and it'll be the same exact process, whichever one that you choose. So you can see here, it downloaded is elliotegg.pk7, and make sure you have PK Hex already opened up. You should have that from before, and then all you have to do, you could really just open it up from PK Hex, but I believe you could just drag it on. There you go. So you could drag it on, you could open it, you know, either way, it's pretty simple. So now to actually do this, you can right click on the egg and click view. This actually is looking at the Pokemon, the egg, that you are actually going to be sending to us. So now you can do, you could pretty much just pick a Pokemon that you want to send to us. The really important requirement here, which hopefully is obvious, is that you have to send Pokemon that have not evolved yet, and yeah, that's pretty much, it's the first stage of its evolution. So, in the template here we have Bulbasaur, but you could pick any Pokemon that's the first stage of its evolution. So, a Dunsparce would be valid, a Beldum would be valid, a Rowlet would be valid. Any of those are perfectly fine, and also no legendary Pokemon, no Ultra Beast, nothing like that. We just can't use it if we do hatch that. Now, it's already an egg here. If I'm forgetting anything, by the way, Elliot, you can just, let me know. Just because, I'm running through this on my screen. But pretty much from there is already an egg. If you want, you can give it a nickname. That is fine. We would actually prefer if you gave it a nickname. That would be cool. We have a Bulbasaur. Let's name it JPP here. Not too bad. Leave this all alone here, the level 1. Keep that alone. Don't change anything there. Under nature, you can make that whatever you want. You can make it, competitive if you want. Make something nice, do whatever you want for that. The held item, you can give it anything that you want either. Anything that you want it to have, you could give it, no problem. The hatch counter, make sure that is at 0. That is like the most important detail of all this. So it will hatch, boom, right away for us. So hatch counter, 0, very important there. Then you also have abilities. You can do a hidden ability. It's all right there. You don't have to look it up. The PK Hex program will automatically do that for you. The language is already set. Everything here is already set for you guys since it is the template. Now, also you can see up here at the top, we have a little star. That is for a shiny. I believe that the shiny should work. I don't think there's any guarantee, but I believe it does work. So if you want, just click that. And then once you're done with this page, just re-roll this right here. Just click re-roll a few times. And if you do want it to be a shiny, just click the little star again, and you should be good to go. Now, under the Met tab, I believe all you have to do, just leave this alone. It's all good to go. If you do want to change a Pokeball, that's good. You don't have to worry about that. You can change it to something if you want it to be in like a different Pokeball. You know, no big deal there. And just keep everything else here alone. If you change this, then it's a problem. It might not work for us. It probably won't. So that's pretty simple. There's also the Stats tab. This one, you have to leave the EVs tab alone. Don't touch the EVs. And then the IVs, you could enter a number up to 31, I believe. Right, Elliot?
Yes, but in my opinion, I think the best way to kind of keep it, I guess, simple as well as effective is by clicking randomize IVs, if that's a thing for PK Hex. Randomizing IVs will make it so where it will be kind of like a random encounter, but even better, honestly. It will kind of fill up more stuff than a random encounter would, and, you know, it will kind of make it so, you know, it's not a biased encounter if anything else. Like a Pokemon could be a special attacker. If you put randomized IVs, maybe it would be good as a special attacker, or maybe it will screw us over and give us not so good stats. So randomize that, and even if you want to randomize the EVs, you can. But like Josh said, it's probably better that you guys keep that alone. If you want to randomize EVs, though, you may do so if you really want to. I won't really mind too much. And as far as the attacks go in the next category, attacks are things that are very important because you don't want to give us Pokemon with illegal moves. Like this Bulbasaur over here, you don't want it to have things like Bubble because it can't learn Bubble. And also be sure not to give the Bulbasaur any sort of moves that it may learn at level 5. Because Bulbasaur obviously is not level 5 whenever it hatches. It's level 1 like you said it to. So be sure to only let it have moves that are level 1. And then be sure to give it some egg moves if you really want to as well. Because these things are from eggs. So go on a website like Pokemon DB or go on a website like Cerebi, and you can see some legal moves and legal egg moves that you can give the Pokemon, and you can insert them over there. Please do not use any PP ups, and please again, do not put any illegal moves. That would be very wasteful, and honestly, we want to have as legitimate of a game as possible going into this nice little Egglocke, as if somebody bred the Pokemon, but, you know, made it themselves in a, you know, file just so it's easier for you and it's easier for us as well.
Yes, totally. So as Elliot said, for the moves here, go to like, I have Cerebi linked in the description. You can go to any website that has Generation 7 Sun and Moon moves, and you can see we have Bulbasaur as the example here. As long as it has this kind of like dash for the level, that means that it learns it from like just when it hatches from an egg, like level 1, like it learns it from the very beginning. You can see here we can get Tackle. If we scroll down a little bit more, you can see TMs, HMs right here. This is what you want, the egg moves, all right? So egg moves, you can see on Cerebi is here, and you could link, you could do any of these moves. We have Skull Bash, Charm, Petal Dance. Any of these moves would be perfectly fine. So we have Tackle, you can see on the current moves. We have Petal Dance, and let's just, for shits and giggles, let's try, you know, Curse. Curse is an option. Now you can see that we have a problem because there's a little bit of a flag that it raised. Now the problem here, it's a little bit odd, I will admit. All you have to do is just click Relearn Moves, and then click Yes, and then that will solve your problem. I think that it would be fine either way, but you want to be sure about that. If it does come up with an error, that means that either the move is illegal or you did not click Relearn Move. So I'm going to do that just one more time because I know it's a little bit confusing. Let's try Ingrain for our final move. See, that has a little red flag there. What you want to do is click literally the text where it says Relearn Moves. Click that, and then click Yes. And then you're all good to go. And the final thing, and this is important, make sure you do not touch the OT/miscellaneous tab. Do not do that, or else, well, it won't obey us, and that's just no fun, and we don't want that. So Anyway, that's about that for making the egg. If you guys have questions, of course, let us know in the comments section, and you could send up to 10 eggs total, specifically 5 to each person. So that's the main process here for making the eggs. Any like side things you want to throw in, Elliot?
I think we kind of tackled on everything. Obviously, you know, we want to make it to where it isn't under any other person's name or the IDs aren't really screwed up with, because we made the presets for a reason, and we want you guys to take the templates and create the Pokemon correctly. So we do have our emails, excuse me for that, we do have our emails in the description with, you know, where you're supposed to be sending the eggs. So you could send from 1 to 5, but if you want to make it 5, that is the max, and 1 is obviously the minimum. So please be sure whenever you are done with making the egg that you go ahead and save it, and be sure that it is under a PK7 file. If it's under a PK7 file, like if it's like a SAV file or if it's like a main file, something went wrong. So please be sure that it is the correct file format, because I've done these Egglocks before and I've gotten files that weren't compatible with the program.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on. So be sure that it is the correct file format whenever you are sending it to our emails. Be sure that, please, before you send us the email, that you send in 5 of the eggs in one email. I don't want to see tons of eggs from different people where they're like, sorry, I messed up on here, I messed up on there. I understand we're human, but I just don't want that type of stuff to happen, because it gets super confusing for us on what type of eggs we should use or shouldn't use. So do it in one go, test the eggs beforehand, and make sure that they work, make sure they're compatible, make sure that they are legitimate and good to go. You'll see a green check mark saying that they're legal, I'm pretty sure,
yes,
as well.
Let me,
sure
yeah.
That will be the case as well. So be sure to check that out as well.
Yeah, so pretty much just some final touches. This little red triangle here, click on that, and it should say, this does not say, oh, so for me it says species not obtainable prior to Pokemon Bank. So actually, I haven't gotten that one yet. That's totally fine. If you guys get that message, it's because we're trying to play with Pokemon that we're not supposed to be playing with. So, you know, that makes sense. That's fine. If you get these 2 messages with the egg name not matching or the Pokemon Bank thing, you know, that's okay. So actually, yeah, these are 2 errors that you will pretty much always get. So first of all, if it's going to complain if you gave it a nickname, because it should be Egg, but you're not naming it Egg, that is okay. And if you do a Pokemon that's not available in Sun and Moon, that is also okay. So you won't get that check mark, which actually, that's something new that they added. So if you get these 2 and only these 2 error messages, it is okay. So a little bit convoluted there, but I mean, hey, nothing we can do. That's just the program doing its thing.
Yeah, because the games don't allow, you know, Pokemon to be used before Pokebank, but because we're kind of injecting them into the game, it's going to be allowed, kind of like us using a ROM, but not really using a ROM. So
yeah,
don't worry about those messages, but if it says move is illegal, then
yes, that's a problem.
You know, change that. And if it's like a, you know, ability that's illegal or something else that happens, just fix it up. And be sure that you do make sure that you have the 5 files when sending it to one of our emails, and make sure that you're sending it to the correct email. If you're sending me like a Pokemon and it's like going to 4GG's email, don't do that. Be sure that you're sending it to the right email. Don't send us Pokemon that you can easily get either. We want to use Pokemon that we've never really used before, and I know that's
send us different Pokemon.
Yeah, and also don't send us the same exact stuff. That's kind of lazy, and in a way, if I get like, you know, let's say, you know, Horsey, and then Josh gets the same exact Horsey, same stats, same moves, it's gonna get boring, and we're not gonna want to use it. So we're you know, send us different stuff. That'd be awesome.
And just a quick last thing, in case anyone was wondering, once you do have the egg, just go to File, Save PKM, and then just save it somewhere where you'll know where it is. So you could name it something that doesn't reveal what it is. Like, don't name it Totally Not Bulbasaur. That would be a shame. You know,
please
just
name your stuff. Please just name your stuff. We don't want to have Bulbasaur as the base name. We don't want to have you know, something like we don't want to have something like that happening either. If you want to name Bulbasaur Cabbage, you can do that if you really want to. But like, you know, don't make it completely obvious. Like, whereas we're gonna know exactly what it is before then. Like, if you say I mean ... like, sure, we'll know it, but at the same time, it's not completely giving it away. If you guys want to troll us and, you know, name a Pokemon, don't, you know, you know, name it like I mean ... but then give us like a fucking Pikachu, then, you know, you can do that. But well, not Pikachu, a Pichu in that case. See, that's where you get fucked over, because you're gonna tell us a Pikachu. Send us the egg.
Well, technically that would
paper
be
one.
illegal because like it's an.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying.
You know what?
Pichu,
Let's
Pichu.
not open up a can of worms here.
Exactly.
I think that just about sums everything up. Deadline is January 2nd, but the best way of looking is at the title. It'll say open or closed. If it's open, you're good. If it's closed, then too late. Sorry. So January 2nd, though, that is the deadline, 2017. And you know, that's about that. Anything you want to throw in, man? I think we're all good to go.
I think we are. So be sure that you send us these eggs before then. Do it right away rather than waiting on it, because the more you wait on it, the more you're not going to want to do it. So do it right as you probably see this video. And yeah, we look forward to seeing all the eggs. We look forward to bringing you this series. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, and actually, one last side note. This actually will be bouncing back and forth between both channels. I forget the even odd thing that we're doing, but it's gonna go back and forth.
Watch episode 1. Episode 1, we're gonna put on both channels, and in that video, we're going to be specifying what exactly we're going to be doing as far as the episodes go, and we're going to be pretty much explaining everything there is, and you guys will see whether we use your Angus or we don't.
Exactly. Make sure you guys subscribe to both channels so you don't miss it. Links are all down below, and I think that I think we're good.
And that's about good to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And Josh, I can't wait, dude. This is gonna be awesome.
I'm very excited to. Oh man, I gotta get my bad jokes, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. We'll see you guys in episode 1, probably in a few weeks.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace.